one of the things we always joke around is just the ideas that you have about different things. I think there was a toothpaste dispenser idea, which from what I remember, this toothpaste dispenser idea was you put toothpaste in a tube upside down. You stick it on the wall. You take your toothbrush, you put it in, and it just squirts the right amount of toothpaste for your toothbrush, and then you can brush your teeth, and it just kind of uses itself up all day. And you had this idea, and I remember that we actually found this device somewhere at like a dollar store here, and I sent it over to you, and I just thought that was hilarious. But what other ideas have you had, like, whether it's in business or even personal? Like, you're always innovating, and being that you were an entrepreneur, I think kind of helps. It's that mindset that you're always trying to create new things. What else have you thought of that you've done, even fun stuff?
Wow, right off the cuff.
Too many.
I'm thinking all the time. Some of it's crazy, this and that. Like we were talking earlier about glasses. I'm always thinking about how can we change that. We both wear glasses, and you're always losing them. So I've been thinking about that lately a lot. When I think about maintenance and different things like that, what ended up happening really early on in my career when I was working with this company is it had to do with repiping. It was a large building. It had to get repiped. The water pipes were starting to leak, and we got some bad pipe in that building. And that was a big win for me. I was about 2 or 3 months with the company, and I was going out to look at this job. I didn't really fully understand it. I knew how water lines worked in homes, but in a high rise, I wasn't 100% sure. So we went and looked at it, and I got some ideas in my head. And I said to my boss, I said, "What about this, this, and this?" And I think I don't think neither one of us was 100% sure if any of this would work. And all he said to me was, "Send an email and see what the guy says." And I thought, okay, well, either he's gonna think I'm a knucklehead or whatever. But the quote we got was $300,000, and by the time the idea that I sent to him, a non-plumber type of person sending him this crazy idea, 3 weeks later, we got a quote back that only cost us $99,000. He used the idea that we had to do that. So that was kind of a win, just of looking at something a little bit differently, maybe not conventional, but it worked. Now, I always say to people, when you think outside the box, maybe 1 out of 10 ideas will work, so don't get discouraged and just continue trying. I loved our toothpaste thing. I love that you sent me that thing after we had the idea. I had that thing on my mirror for about 6 months, and just pushed that toothbrush in there. Every time I pulled it out, perfect amount of toothpaste. It was perfect. I love that thing.
So that plumbing thing was you just like you redid the plumbing schematic, like kind of a different way of laying out the plumbing. Like, was it what was it that you're?
It was all leaking. So we had to pull all the stuff out. And at the end, we ended up not pulling as much out because there was some existing holes from some other things that were in that building, because it was an older building. Okay. And instead of re-drilling, instead of doing all these things, we ended up using some holes that were already there. They were fire capped, but we could work around all that. And we ended up not pulling out all the old stuff saved us money. Not getting rid of it saved us money, and also not having to re-drill everything and on all the floors through concrete. That saved us money. So it just little things like that added up. I didn't know, again, like I didn't even know which way the plumbing was laid out before I physically looked at it. I'm more of a let me see it instead of just sitting in office talking about it. I wasn't really sure what we were talking about, but when I saw it, it worked out. So.